1888 going into the garden. The 888 is your Jesus in the Greek. You have your next films, 1888, 1888, 1878, 1874. You jump through history, you're going to get to 1911, 1910 Hollywood. It's also an 888 broke down. So this is where you're going to get all your fractals of light. We are each fractals of light. We're the same but not the same. We don't all watch the same movies. We don't all watch the same documentaries. We don't all stay awake in the same class. Those types of things, okay? So, understanding these things and understanding the black and white projection and the color that came into the projection, and then what happened after the color is tied to your rainbow spectrum, and the rainbow spectrum with the petrochemicals that you're eating. And this ties into the light and the wave patterns and those things that you have with your microwaves and your x-rays and visible light and gamma rays and whatever else. But the gamma rays and the Lindsey Graham 128 piece deals, those types of things are all being put together. He's tied to the plutonium, which is tied to your Christopher Lloyd and your Doc and your BTTF parts 1, 2, and 3. We've gotten into before, but the aliens and the radio, the needle, the devil's music came to you as rock and roll by the King Spirit, but the Chuck Berry also brought the rock and roll. These are tying into the divisions as an image has been given life and made the male and female after he, them. But understanding how we're being shown this black and white image where the male and female are this, that, and the other. But we've also been shown these realities of where there is the Hollywood cowboys going into that type of city, or there is the alien future where there's that type of city. There's the Jetsons versus the Flintstones, okay? So as all these things are happening and the 12 tribes are rising in a matter of speaking, the image that's given life and where we look back to see into the future, and this is the magical scry and those types of things. This is where we can start putting together fractals of light and fractals of reality through the projection to where we can kind of understand where we're going or where you want to go and whatever else is kind of lining up. So as the people have already merged with the machine, and that DNA and the mRNA and the spike proteins and all these things are all going together. And then you had your diet, the diet and all that stuff set up as far as in your 80s. And that's when the diet is when everybody started getting fat. So might need to rethink some things. The going into the 2045 and man's merger with machine, you're in that 2045, the 45 month of Trump's double reign. The second coming is the short-term clock on that, and the flip on that would be your 24 and those types of things we've gotten into in the past, but which is coming up in your December, January timeframe, February if you're counting, not counting, whatever the start months. But as all these things are lining up, when we can see where we've been, we can see where we're going, okay? And all these things are happening now in the passage. Day Venus is tied to your so-called Tiger King, which is tied to your GW, your George Bush, your Bush. Band has your Gavin. So your Gavin is in office now. So these are just little matrix tidbits that help you put all this stuff together. But and we're at the bridge right now where the bridge is burning, and the leads for the hook, line, and sinker, and going down for that catfish. And then we got the catfish and the Baskins and the Princess Diane flip-flops on the Spencer line with the Spencer Pratt's lines and all that stuff lining up. So either way, the TV, computer, radio, the image given life and such is your so-called Jesus slash Satan slash God slash Lucifer, and it's making a good and a bad. And as it makes the good and the bad, it's going to take you into that clone drone robot society where you can't do shit. All right, so be walking around like you're sleeping for that American dream. Okay, so y'all just get ready and hope you understand this little parable of the television as the telephone and the eat the phone home and all that stuff is here. All right, and you got your spy session for your Willy Wonka, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Charlie Brown, Charlie's Angels, whatever. Okay, and the C is the H for the Kirk, the church, and rebuilding. Ding, ding, dings.